towards kickoff at NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, a good one on tap in the AFC South. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. Mike Tirico in the booth with Greg Olsen and Blake Grupe on the field to get this started. Off we go from Houston. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So out come the Houston Texans, and Greg, it is one of the good quarterbacks in the league. Offensive Rookie of the Year, number 2 pick in that 2023 draft. Year 3 for C.J. Stroud out of Ohio State. He'll run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
He'll go again with Marks. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Texans first down.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
Right back to Marks on first down. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
An inside give to Marks. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. 18 yards on the connection. First down for Houston.
Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Marks. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard myself That's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
Stroud going to tuck this one on the zone read. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Fourth down, and on comes Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Anthony Gould now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They are led out by the 6'4" quarterback. Out of Notre Dame, it's Riley Leonard.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. That's good for a Colts first down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
And this one is caught by Pierce. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. An injured player on the field, and it's the running back, Jonathan Taylor. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he is going to have a Colts first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. And they convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff, and here is Leonard. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now it's the veteran, Amir Abdullah. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop.
At the 21-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run Abdullah. And he'll get it down to the 12. And that'll give him a new set of downs from in close.
9 yards.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Now a toss, running left, it's Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown Colts.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Blake Groupie comes on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Colts move out to a 7-3 lead.
7, Texans 3.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, and this is Marks. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
Yeah, I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for, and I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Finding room at midfield. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. As we are ready to get back underway. On 1st down, it's Marks. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Schultz, the motion man. A second down throw for Stroud. He's got room at the 30. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
17 yards.
Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a first down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
Got his man at the 6. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
Now Stroud. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
Here's Stroud. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. The second-year man from UCLA, Leatu Latu, gets in there for the sack, and now it's 3rd and goal.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that second down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
The last drive yielded 3. They'd like more. Let's see what happens on 3rd and goal. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans are back within 1. It's 7-6. Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it is Leonard. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
22 yards.
Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
A gain of 22.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Post defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
At the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. That's out quickly to Pittman. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Third and a yard. They'll go with the sneak. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
That's good for a Colts 1st down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Operating out of the gun, it is Leonard. Moving left.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
From the 38 now, here's second and 6. From the gun, here's a throw by Leonard. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. From the gun, here's Leonard. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Texans offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with first and 10. On the carry, this is Nick Chubb. A short gain up to the 20. Latu there to bring him down.
20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
8. Second down and 8. On play action. Stroud. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Texans first down.
First down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain of 24 through the air. First down for Houston.
First and 10.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
They'll run with Marks, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer, but they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll try again here, second and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Woody Pay gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
What a first half for this pass rush, huh, Mike? I mean, they have just completely dominated this game. They are in complete control, and you have to imagine this offensive line, there's got to be some adjustments up front. They just cannot allow their quarterback to continue to be hit like this.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. 2 minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. Greg and I, back from Houston. in a moment. 3rd and long. In motion now, it's Collins. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
And that one not returnable, out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. The Colts offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Leonard. Now he'll run. And he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
2nd and 5. Looking to throw. It's Leonard. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. And now it's going to be 3rd down. To throw is Leonard. He gets this one complete to Pittman.
A gain of 6. And the Colts 1st down. It's a gain of 6. And the Colts 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Leonard. That one complete to Pierce. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
And 3 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing again is Leonard. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, if you like defensive football, this game's heaven because right now points have become a premium. Someone has to figure out a way to get something going, whether it's a field goal or even just a positive drive and play the field position game. Some offense has to take control of this game here at some point.
It's 3rd down, and here is Leonard. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
7-yard gain.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do. So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on them early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
To throw once more, here's Leonard. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
A loss of 6 yards. And it's 4th down.
So it is a one-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Colts offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Here's a run with Abdullah, and he'll get about 5.
Amir Abdullah, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Leonard to throw. Quickly out to Downs on the receiver screen. Inside the 40. And he will score. Josh Downs. Touchdown, Indy. On comes Blake Groupie for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Colts will take a 14-6 lead.
Texans 6.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Texans offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Once again, it's Marks. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Texans first down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
On the give, it's Marks. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
At the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 6. Kirk is the motion man. Carry now for Marks. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back, but not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
A run here with Abdullah. Finding space inside the 40. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
22 yards.
The key to these toss plays, Mike, is that the back has patience. It's a mixture of you want to get that ball out on the edge quickly, but you also have to give time for the big boys out in front to give you some blocks. So really well executed there, and it led to a big pickup.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
Play action. Now it's Leonard. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Sheldon Rankin in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
Field goals and takeaways. That's the two goals anytime a defense finds themselves in a goal-to-go situation. Now after that first down sack, I think the odds are a little bit more in their favor. Can they hold up here on second and third down? And if they can make the offense settle for 3, man, that's a huge win for this defense.
First down was not very good. Here's second and goal. To the air is Leonard. On the move left. He's going to tuck it and go. And he will score! Riley Leonard. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Groupie now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Colts extend it to a 21-6 advantage.
Texans 6.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Texans offense and their running back, Woody Marks, heading back onto the field. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
2nd and 10. They'll go play action with Stroud. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Throwing on the run, it's behind his man, and it's incomplete. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll fake the handoff, and here is Leonard. He'll step up and run this. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Taking off. A big play there on the scramble. A gain of 48.
Yeah, this is one of those cases, Mike, that the defense is so consumed with locking down all the receivers that they lose track of the quarterback. And after realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball, he tucks the ball down and not only picks up the 1st down, he picks up a huge chunk play.
This throw right side, pulled in by Pittman. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Texans' 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Amir Abdullah, touchdown Colts. Groupie now, on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Colts will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
28, Texans 6.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. To throw is Stroud. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And that will lead to a second down.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. And what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
It'll be a pickup of 10. First down for Houston. Here's Stroud. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
A second down throw for Stroud. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up third down.
Here's third down and a few inches. They'll try to sneak it here. And he is going to have a Texans first down. At least at first glance, they'll stop the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on third and inches.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing is Stroud. To the right side, and Kirk's got it. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 6. Now, Stroud. He'll go right back to Kirk again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
At the 27-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
On first down, it's Stroud. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
From the 20, here's second and 4. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
Gain of 2.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Looking to get to the marker, but he comes up short, out of bounds, right around the original line of scrimmage. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. Back to throw. Stroud. He'll find the rookie out of Iowa State, Jaden Higgins.
I I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. That play had Seth written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
It is 2nd and 9. Stroud to throw. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
5 brings up 3rd and 4.
I can't believe what I watched.
Here's Stroud. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they are on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
Marks will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Here's Stroud to the line. His guy's going to try to get 2 more.
The Texans will line up for the 2.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Makes the score Colts 28, Texans 14.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
On the return, it's Tyler Goodson. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready for this next possession. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Here's Abdullah. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. On the ground, Abdullah. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it.
At the 47-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Leonard. Open man, left side, he's got it. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
That's good for the Colts. First down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Colts first down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
He was brought down by Kalen Bullock. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. They'll run Abdullah. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
31. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he is going to have a Colts first down. As this defense is unable to hold, gain of 7 on that 3rd and 2.
Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll throw. It's Leonard. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Take this into the end zone. What a run! Riley Leonard, touchdown, Indy. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Colts will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Texans offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Kirk is the motion man. On play action. Stroud.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now Stroud. Schultz, the tight end. It is a big-time play for Houston. And even 30 yards.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, two things need to happen. One, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
Now a deep ball here for Collins. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Stroud. To the goal line and in. Woody Marks. Touchdown, Texans. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Texans back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, that recovery certainly makes things a little more interesting, but you're still down 2 possessions, so you've got to work fast, score quickly, and then line back up and recover another one.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now, a big 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
3rd and short. We think this ball's expected to come out quick. But when all the receivers were taken away, he decides to make a break for it. He doesn't get a whole lot, but what he gets is just enough to move the chains.
One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, they have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. To the left side, into the hands of Collins.
Complete to Nico Collins. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
2nd and 5. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll step up and run. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
At the 24-yard line.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
To Christian Kirk. Out of bounds at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Stroud. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, The defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got it at the 7. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.